Yeah, hello guys, welcome to Migration Design Studio. So this week is of design exams, and there are a lot of design exams coming up. So CEED, then NID, and there are various abroad colleges where you can join. So today we have with us Rajat. So Rajat has scored All India rank 3, and we'll have a conversation with him. So I guess he's joining soon. We'll wait for him.
One second. One second.
Yeah, take your time. Just turn on the camera. Yeah, so hello Rajat, how are you?
Yeah, hi. How are you, Vaibhav?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? So,
Yeah, I'm fine.
so guys, Rajat has scored All India rank 3, and he is a transportation design student at NID, and he got admission in CCS College for Creative Studio in USA. But cause of COVID and etc. all these things, he had to join NID. So welcome Rajat, and
Thank you.
yeah, before going ahead, I want to show some of the work of Rajat, which he used to do. Okay, so just let me turn the camera. So this work Rajat used to do before joining NID. Yeah, am I right, Rajat?
Yeah. These are
So
my
lot of
old
sketches.
sketches.
I used to see you at IIT Delhi also doing lot of practice work, proportions, perspective, brand, design language, all these things. Then interior of the car, exterior. So lot of fine work. Yeah. And I know the current work is very awesome. So we'll share in upcoming time, guys. So anyways, we'll discuss with Rajat right now. Yeah. Okay. So Rajat, please
Yeah.
tell us about your journey, how you got
Okay.
into NID.
My design journey, actually, I'm from engineering background. So I was pursuing mechanical engineering from IIEST, Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology. So
Right.
what happened was that during my second year, I came to know about this. I saw someone sketching cars on Instagram. So just like sitting in my hostel room, so I came to know about it, and then I got really interested, like finding out like why someone was doing something like this. So I explored a bit, and then I came to know about a program called Automotive Styling Camp was going on in Pune. So I went there, and there I got more exposure about this designing field, and the people from the industry were really supportive, and they were like constantly pushing me that you should like get yourself into this field and you should start designing. So with their help, in from second year my design journey began, and then from then I started exploring. Then in the third year I went to IIT Delhi for internship, and after that triple IT I came, Sangwon Seo in program I came then,
Right.
and finally I gave my NID entrance exam. So it took me I cracked the exam in the first attempt. So second year of engineering, third year of engineering, and fourth year of engineering, I prepared for like 3 years for NID.
Yeah. So consecutive 3 years, you have prepared yourself like you wanted to be in this field. So already you have decided
Yes.
and wanted to be
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. During
transportation designer,
engineering I
automotive
was.
designer, or something
Yeah.
wanted to do in creative field. That's really
Yes.
awesome. Yeah. So when there is passion, you can do anything, and that's great to see. And about uh, while cracking the examination or during examination, like first was the prelims at NID, right, where you scored all India rank 3, and in
Yeah.
that after that you have scored all India rank 4. So
Yeah.
what was the question there, and how you, like, about the paper, during the paper, how you solved that? What was the tricks?
Yeah,
Any?
so what I would like to suggest everyone who's like preparing for it, that as far as NID, uh, am I
Right.
audible, Vaibhav?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you are
So
audible.
yeah, don't like fix your mind into a frame like this is gonna happen, because NID is like infamous for changing everything at the like any instant. Because I can tell you that the year I gave the paper, 2 years before that, the paper pattern was something like it was 70% of theory and 30% of sketching. But in just last year I gave, they accidentally changed everything. Like they did 30% of theory and 70%. So it was a big shock for everyone like who was going according to the pattern. So I would like to suggest
Absolutely.
everyone that yeah, don't think that there, don't make assumptions that this is going to happen at the NID exam. What they, at the end of the day, what they really want to test is like how spontaneously you like
Big.
react to certain questions, how spontaneously, if they give a question to you, how spontaneously and how out of the box are you able to think on that spot. And you have to prepare yourself for that. You don't have to prepare yourself keeping a specific pattern in mind that okay, I will this is 50 marks question, this is 30 marks question. No, whatever you are presuming, that can change at any instant. And that, if you go with that mindset, it will be a big shock for you when you finally give the exam. So what I did was that I made no pre-assumptions that something like this will happen. The paper came
Yeah,
to me and I
absolutely.
did it as I like went through the paper.
Right. So this happened with every exam, every type of exam. Like seed also, there are always
Yeah.
change in pattern. NID also,
Hmm.
and all creative exams. And
Hmm.
about like there is CED exam on 17, and NID they have released the date for the forms and
Okay.
it to decide. Okay, so what was like you have applied for transportation design as well as any other field you have applied there?
No, no, no. I was very specific that I had to do transportation only. So I was not really interested in like anything else.
Right. So
So
what was the
transport.
question in that they ask?
Yeah, for NID, the year which I gave the exam, the DAT had two parts, like the prelims part, and in the prelims part there were two exams. So the first exam was a 1 hour exam. Was like a very general exam, like general questions, like it was asking about logos, it was asking about the works of famous designers. So you know. You need to be like very much conscious about everything, like if you are getting into designs, like general observation questions. But that was 1 hour exam. Like I remember they had asked like what the very first question of the exam was like what was the logo of Amazon. So if you remember it, then only you can make a logo like that. And maybe picking something odd one out, very general, very basic questions, like if you are aware you can crack them. And after that
Absolutely.
yeah, just after that 1 hour exam was a 3 hour design your branch specific exam. So I gave the transportation exam, and it had three questions in my year. So the first question was we had a Tata Nexon, it's a car. We had a side view of it printed, and the
Right.
question was that you have to sketch. First, we have to identify the car, and then we have to sketch its front three quarter and rear three quarter view. So I consider it that it's a like a very good question about general observation. Because if you're getting yourself into transportation design and you don't like really remember the cars, you don't know the cars, because Tata Nexon is like a very famous Indian car. So if you
Right.
are like, if you want to get in automobile in India, you should be knowing about Tata Nexon, right? So,
Absolutely.
and also how well do you remember the car, because only the side view was sketched, only the side view was printed, and we had to remember like how it looked, and we had to sketch the front three quarter and rear three quarter view. So here they were observing like our observation skills, our remembering skills, how passionately do we follow cars, and how passionately do we remember.
Trends.
And sketching skills like proportions, and does it really look like a Tata Nexon, whatever we are sketching.
Yeah. So they
So
were
this
test.
was a,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, they
Carry
were
on.
testing, yeah, they were testing observation skills, perspective sketching in that question. So the second question, we had a matrix match, and in that we there were certain brands in one column, and we had to write the name of the brand and the country from which it belonged. Like, so again, the brands were not like really popular ones. Like, we had Polestar, we had Torque Motors, we had I don't remember all of them, but they were not like a layman can answer that question. If you really know automotive brands and you know something about them, only then can
Yeah.
you answer. Okay, so
Right.
that was not like. Uh, so again, that was a question which was testing our like deeper knowledge into the transportation thing. And
Okay.
I think the make or break question was the last question. Like, it was a, I think it was a 50-mark question, and that question could either get you in NID, or it could like
Throw it
cancel
out.
your
Yeah.
admit. Yeah, so that question was like, we were given a design brief and we had to design a car, and the design brief was like, I don't completely remember, but we it was something like, you can design a car on road or water or air, and something. And what they did was that they gave two empty blank pages to solve that question. Only a small design brief was written, that design a car according to this, and you can make it on either road, water. And then there were like two blank pages. So that was the like most carrying marks question, because in the all the exams it was like 1 mark question, 3 mark question, maximum 5, 10, 15, 30. But that question alone was like a very, I think it was 50-mark question alone. So
Right.
what I did, I think my rank in NID was so good because I attempted that question in a like a very different manner. So generally what people do is that when you are asked to design something, so there were just two blank pages. No, they had not mentioned how will you attempt that question. There were just two blank pages. So what I did was that I not only just sketched that car, but I made a story behind it. Like, and I sketched the frames. Like, if that car, how
Nice.
will the user interact with that car? How will that car look on road?
Functionality.
What will happen and stuff like that. So, you know, it was up to you how you fill those two pages. And I think I did something correct there. I made a story and then I sketched the product. So
Right.
I think that was the make or break question in
So
NID.
in the story you have added
I
the functionality, etc. All about the car.
functionality, figures, I added a figures, I added a scenario, like how the doors open, how will some, I sketched many views of that car and I made scenarios like against it. Because what I felt in the TAD exam, automobile exam, like, we had 3 hours and we had three questions,
Right.
so time was not really a problem for it. If you
Right.
know the brand's question, it was just a 5-minute question. So for
Absolutely.
sketching that Tata Nexon and sketching that like 50 marks question, we had approximately 2.5 hours. So,
Right.
what I felt was that time was not a problem in NID. They wanted to see what you can do, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. So NID seed are design exams. And what do you think? How to increase creativity? Because there is exam of seed on 17th, and guys wanted to
Hmm.
know like how to increase the creativity or what to add there. So what do you think?
I think you should not prepare quantitatively for these exams. Like, don't count the number of hours. Like, if I sit for like 5 hours, then my creativity will go up.
Right.
That
Absolutely.
doesn't work like that. It's a very qualitative process. Like, uh, either you could be dedicating so many hours to it and still like you are on the same level, or you dedicate so less time and still you learn. So it depends on how you grasp things. Like, even when you are going on road, like, you can try to observe things, that normal
Absolutely.
people don't really see. Try to talk to a lot of people. You in language also, you can see how different people talk in a different slang, different language. So I think observation is the key. Like, there's no formula to like increase
increase
it.
the creativity, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So
It's a
observation is most important thing, and then
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
comes imagination, and you can able to draw, and you can able to do things differently than other guys, because
Hmm.
already there are a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
students, thousands of students giving examination, and in between time you have to be a top rankers, and then you could able to get admission or interview chance, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
also there are a lot of students who are giving examination again and again here, right? So next year they are preparing themselves. So while preparing, guys should have to be prepared with very precisely in, right? So that's the thing. Also you have applied, you have given like, you have applied for abroad colleges, you got into CCS. So we'll talk
Hmm.
about little bit about that also. So how was your uh, experience, or how was your application to that?
Yeah, so I was very clear in my last year of engineering that I had to get into transportation. So uh, another thing, I was not like really going gaga or crazy over NID or any specific college, because I knew that it's like a very subjective field, and if you whatever you make, you'll feel that it's good on my side. But
Right.
what the faculty sees of that particular college. So I was not really crazy about one specific college, so I applied to many colleges. So NID was one of them, and I was lucky to get in. And so I applied to Art Center, CCS, Royal College of Art, UMIA, and I was lucky enough to get into CCS. So but all these colleges, all these foreign colleges, they have their like different criteria of evaluation. Like if a specific portfolio works at Art Center, then
Right.
there's no guarantee that it will also work in CCS or say RCA or FORZEM. So if
Absolutely.
anyone is like applying for these international programs, what I really suggest is that first go to the website and check what the program is all about. Because let me give
Absolutely.
you a small example. Like Art Center is more of a design process, or design system. Their masters in automobile design is based on more on system design. And if you check for RCA, it's more on intelligent mobility, like developing technology and
Futuristic
of
something.
mobility,
Right.
futuristic. Yeah. So first go to the website, read a lot about what the program is expecting from their
Absolutely.
students, and then like start filling the form and start filling of the credentials and stuff like that. So this is what I will suggest, that don't make just one project and expect that it is going to work everywhere. That does not
Absolutely.
happen.
Also, what about like in transportation design? There are various colleges in the world. So, what do you think? Which are the topmost colleges? How you would rank about amongst?
So like see uh, you get into any college, but at the end of the day, your skill is what like really sets
Absolutely.
you apart. So a college can only like play a role in guiding you, and the faculty, how helpful they are, and how's the environment and exposure of the college. So but if you are telling like according to like the difficulty and the of getting into the colleges and their program reputation, so I would say in the world, two colleges, Forzehem and RCA, there I think they are the top notch colleges, uh,
Absolutely.
most difficult colleges to get in. And after that, I would say UMIA, Art Center, CCS, these three colleges like are
Yeah.
little bit below. And then there are colleges in Italy, so many colleges, they are very easy to get into. So we
IED,
can
IED, right?
yeah, IED,
SPD.
Torino, and SPD, and Politecno di Milano.
Yeah.
That's also a college. So yeah, but
So
it's great if you get into RCA or Forzem, because
you may
they are
also.
like really, yeah, UMIA
Yeah.
also, they are really awesome. Yeah.
Right. So that's really great. And you got into CCS. That was also awesome. But because of this COVID scenario, you had to be in NID. Not an issue. NID is one of the best in the world. Let's, I guess. there are there might be some questions from the guys. I'm turning on the commenting here. So
Mhm.
guys, you can ask the questions. Yeah, Aman, hi. And so there are some guys there. So what about like NID? Like you are doing currently, which project you are currently working on?
So at NID, our studio skill one is going on where we are learning about alias modeling. We are doing complete alias modeling on cars and
Right,
sketching skills, rendering skills. They are teaching us, and we are like improving on it. So slowly, NID actually has a like longest term of masters apart from like IED or stuff like that, because at IED and IAAD, what they do is like they keep a 6 to 8 months of a sketching module, and when you pass that sketching module, then you get into the 2 year masters. So your tenure at Italy colleges becomes for like 3.5 years, but in
right. NID.
NID, what happens is that we have a 2 year bachelor, and then uh, hello,
Yeah, yeah.
am I
You're
audible?
audible. Yeah.
Yeah, so at NID we have a 2 year bachelor, and then sorry. At NID we have a 2 year master, and then we have a 6 months internship program.
Okay. Yeah,
So it
that's
makes a yeah, two
two
and a
and a half
half
year.
year. Yeah. So
There is one
it can
question.
also, yeah, it can also be extended to 3 years or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So how to prepare for design with ongoing BTech? So mostly there are guys who are doing MDS.
Yeah.
They are from BTech. So yeah, you can tell you are also from BTech, Rajat.
Yeah, see, yeah, you have to manage. The simple answer to that question is that what I used to do is like, my college was government college, so the attendance was not really an issue there. So I flunked many classes. I for that internship I came for the Sangwon Siok. I missed my exam. I can say that I was so passionate that my semester exams were going on, and I just missed one of the exams, and I was
Absolutely.
so, yeah. So you have to manage, but what you can do is that cut out a bit on your sleep. you know Start practicing skills as early as possible. uh,
Yeah,
that's the
absolutely.
simple
Yeah.
answer. Like, different things will work for different people.
Yeah.
you know
So there is another question from Pratik. How to prepare for an seed in short period of time? So he's asking to me. Okay, so there is seed exam after 7 days, and be quick with your sketching, with your time, and with your creativity, so that you can able to solve almost all kind of question, because there are 5 questions and you have to solve all these questions because they are of 20 marks in part B sketching. So that's how, because don't put full time on one of the question, and it will not take you to anywhere, because it will give you only marks from 20 out of. So focus on that thing, and just solve, prepare before examination. Yeah. So there is another question, how to prepare for portfolio. Okay,
okay,
about the
so
portfolio, I guess we'll skip this. We'll do another session for portfolio. So there is
but
a question
okay,
from, yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll just a
no,
minute. One
I
question.
can. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Rajat, you can go ahead.
No, as far as portfolio is like concerned, I can tell you like in a short span how to make a portfolio. See, make a portfolio that is complete. You know, try to put as many skills as you can. Show as many skills as you can. Like, start with sketching, then
Right,
do a light rendering, and then go for the 3D modeling. That
right,
makes a complete project, like complete product. So that will be really helpful.
right. So another question from Ayush. You know about CCS, short digital design course. So थोड़ा question elaborate कर सकते हो
uh,
आयुष? Like
yeah,
short.
elaborate.
So he might asking about any short digital course is available there or anything. You can ping us.
See,
Yeah, and we
yeah,
haven't understood the question, Ayush. You can ping us directly. We'll get back to you.
okay.
So yeah, anything. I guess we have covered about NID and abroad colleges and little bit about SEED, which is on 17, and it's 9:24. Anything else you wanted to say, Rajat? Or any question, guys? You can ask. So, what could be an inspiration for one while preparing for transportation design? Yeah,
See, this is a very vague question. Like if whatever you are preparing for in life, you always need an inspiration, right? So my inspiration was like I wanted to get out of the current situation. Like I did not like my engineering college very well. So that
right,
was my problem. I was not really happy doing that course. So I could sketch. I knew I could sketch really nicely. So
right.
I wanted to take that skill somewhere and improve on my life and get a good career or stuff like that. So that was my inspiration.
Yeah.
Like
So, next question,
bettering yourself.
right.
That's easy.
So, yeah, I used to have cleared the. There is a digital modeling course in CCS. Is there any digital modeling course in CCS?
There might be if he's saying that, but I did not apply for it obviously, so it would not be right for me to comment on it. But my question is that if like why do you want to go to USA to spend so much money and learn digital
Right,
modeling? You can like learn it here only, you
right.
know.
Next question, how to keep motivated yourself? Yeah, you can
Just
watch
work, man.
inspirational, yeah, work, inspirational
Just
videos,
work.
movies, all this stuff. Then next
Just work,
question is
man.
from Vedanshi. Do NID evaluate your marks, keeping your rough sketch at back in mind? Do NID
See that.
evaluate?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. See, everyone who gets into NID can't really tell how did they get in or how did someone evaluate their marks, So I think don't really like focus how will they evaluate. They know their work. They have been checking papers for so long and they know what they have to do. I think you should keep your process like correct. If your process is correct, you don't need to worry what else NID does or any college does. So to answer this question specifically, I really don't know if they evaluate your rough sketches or not, or what
absolutely.
they see in them. Okay.
Yeah. So next question is from Monica. So abroad college syllabus is different from NID. Is there a difference between syllabus in NID and abroad colleges?
See, NID, you have to appear for a written entrance exam, and for abroad colleges, it's simply the portfolio thing, right? So, the difference is that in India, if you are going for a master's in automobile design or any specific
Anything.
field, you have to crack the entrance. You have to go to a center, you have to write on a specific day, on a
Absolutely.
specific time, and you have to crack the entrance, you have to get some good rank, and then you can get in. But for foreign universities, you can sit all day at your home, you can just make a portfolio, and if that's on that level, they will give you a call. So this is the basic difference. There is no syllabus as such in design, but yeah, they want some things from your portfolio. That the competition is for portfolio, right? Is of
Right.
the competition is of skill. It's not like conventional correct answer, wrong answer, take the right answer. It's not that.
Yeah.
So there's no syllabus as such.
I guess about the syllabus also, there might be different syllabus as compared to like in the sense like some subjects are back and forth as compared as depends on subjects as depend on the branch we can say about
Yeah, 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 branch
masters
obviously,
etc.
yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So any other question, guys? Almost we have covered all parts. Please let us know any question is there from you about NID, CEED, or any other abroad colleges, so that we can have a clear picture on it.
What I want to say, like, if there are no more questions, that when you are preparing for like exams like these where there is no syllabus, it's like really important to like be really involved in the process. Like, if you are preparing for NID, or you have made up your mind that I want to like get into masters, I want to pursue like this automobile design or any design, then I think in the forefront of your mind always there should be like, I will do other stuff when I get in there, you know. I can
Absolutely,
postpone my holidays, I can postpone like idhar udhar ghumna, but I have to first get in, you know, because
absolutely,
there are there are a lot of like the competition is like really crazy. So, you know, don't worry about your rank and stuff like that. That will happen if you are good enough, but don't take this thing casually, because like, okay, I sketched for 2 hours today, and then like it's okay, चलो अब मैं मस्ती करने चला जाता हूँ, अब
yeah,
मैं सो जाता हूँ. Don't do like this. Be really involved, like don't waste your time. This is what I will say.
absolutely, yeah. So it was very nice talk with you, Rajat, and thank you so much, all guys. If you're having any questions, anything related to design or anything, you can just ping us on Meglure Design Studio page, and we'll get back to you. And have a great day, all, and have a great day ahead, Rajat. So thanks again
Thank you.
for joining. Yeah, it was very great. There is one question, I guess. So inspiring, Rajat. Yeah, very good session, sir. Yeah, there. It's nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you so much. Chalo
Thank
to.
you.
Good night, all.
Okay.
See you. Thanks, Rajat, again. Yeah. Bye.
Okay.
All the best.
Bye.
All
Bye.
for examination.